I am unmuted. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to World of Null, Revival of Ashen Death, but most importantly, Destiny's Hunters. Look at this logo! This is the first time we're debuting the logo on stream. This is the logo for this current act. It is of Theric, and then underneath him is Ira, Nora, and Horu, and the three crystals, as this represents the current arc. And every act, the logo will change based on what the storyline is. This was done by 8rusader, who did a very lovely job. I've been wanting a Final Fantasy style logo for a while now, and this is just amazing. And we're gonna move over to Destiny's Hunters. Just gotta make sure I have everything set for them. My crazy kids. Not really. My crazier kids are on the opposite Sunday. They humiliated a man during his boss fight. They can't hear you. Oh. Let me adjust your icons. They must have gotten cropped a little bit. And Cat's somewhere. Because they messaged me 5 minutes. Okay. But yep, now you're unmuted. That logo.
My stream icon.
That logo is thick as fuck. I am so happy for that logo. And they gave me so many versions. I was trying to put it in your slideshow, but it wasn't working right. So I was like, screw it. We'll fix it in post.
I think it looks great as like the final thing you see.
Yep. It's well, it's also on there as a typical waiting screen too. It's just that I haven't had to use it, like, because everyone has like their slideshows. So, but yeah, we're here. Oh, it's that time of the week. Green. Want to tell us a little bit about what happened last time on this wild, wild ride?
Sorry. I'm
You're
still trying to
fine.
get out of work mode. I'm...
Stretch them legs. Have a good time. Hit stuff. Let's see. I think I got some. Oh, that's ambiance. None of that. Not in my game. There we go.
Oh, we definitely had a conversation with the others around here. With Tetsuo being oblivious to being polite.
You met Obel's father as well. Was an interesting moment for sure.
Wasn't exactly the happiest reunion.
That was a really good moment though. He was brought back to life by one of the gods of death here in the Isles, and he continues to fight the resistance. Even though Obel is not about that, he wants to get them out of there. What else?
There was a little divine identity theft.
There was. Oh yeah. Keiko impersonated Apalaki. And then you guys then met the druids of the area, and then the Lancer. But quickly you guys came back here. You talked with Tatsuya and Mashu. about things in Deus, like how Ayakashi actually are one of the most protected races here in Deus, because the Wizard King cannot persecute them in any way, even though they possess a great deal of power. They are of a cultural and minor and a spiritual significance to the people of Deus. So to harm an Ayakashi would be causing big problems. So they're actually untouched, and they actually have access to a lot more than others would, including their own areas of the Isles. But that was largely what happened. And then you met the mayor, who was revealed to be Maverick, who you had previously met as a merchant. Turns out he is no, he's not a mayor. He's the governor of this island, up until the domain of the Wizard King. So he runs everything up to Old Tosiri. And he invited you guys to dinner whenever you would like to have it. Also, the ESR is a snitch. That was established. And that is honestly where we left off. Aside from the collector also recommending you guys get your bearings, purchase some items before going into the dungeon and meeting with some of his old contacts. So, table is yours. You continue to have rounds of drinks and snacks, and some of you are just straight up eating, I would assume. But at some point, Tetsuya and Mashi will get up. Well, we have things to do. I would love to stay and chat, but business is business, and it's business as usual. I hope to see you all around, and be careful of Nanael. She's coming back very soon. I recommend you get whatever business you have in the dungeons done quick, before she brings herself to you guys. Walk out. And Mashu will look back. Mashu and Tatsuya will look back at Rosario and give like a little wave and a wink. Thank you, wife, for the tortellini soup. What? But they will leave. No, gang. What'd you like to do?
So that Maverick guy is the governor here, and he is in league with the Wizard King.
Yeah, I knew he looked familiar.
Hey, Axum, look at me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Stare deeply into them.
Yeah,
I fucking told you so.
he looked familiar.
Axum?
Oh. Yeah, and you've heard that name a couple of times now, all of you. And Rosario, you know the name for sure, because of what you rolled the one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no
It's
use
okay.
hiding
We're
it.
not going to tell anyone?
Yeah. I'm my name is Axum Thel. I am the lost prince of Aetherios. Technically, I'm supposed to be king right now, but let's just say I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, let's all be glad that he's not.
I think I would make a good king, but hey, my son would probably be a better king than me. That's kind of what I was banking on.
You also think a lot of things that turn out to be not so accurate. Let's be honest.
What? I mean, I did the best I could with Sid.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other things.
Sid? I think I've heard that name before. Have we heard that name before?
Yes, you would actually definitely remember, because it's happened so recently. You remember in the meeting with the Lord's Council, the Whirlwinds had with them a man named Sid Duskin, who was, and most of you would know this too, briefly wanted for illegal Spelljammer tech, but those charges have been dropped from the Lord's Council. That was his request, as some of you may remember. But yeah, no, you remember meeting him. He was a blonde male individual, seemed to give off a bit of a radiant energy.
Is it one of your children or something related to you?
He's my only son that I know of. Biologically, yeah. His mother was a witch.
Yeah.
And I mean that literally. I don't mean she was an unpleasant person. She was a witch from Kracia. And, yeah, let's just say she didn't leave there on the best of terms. And she made a deal with a bad person that would come to collect on my son. So I left. I tried to give him the best resources I could before I went. He doesn't like me.
Right.
But you
Well,
guys have
that's-
met him?
No.
Seen him, at the very least.
You've seen him, okay. No, as long as he's doing alright. I saw him not long before the Greybell nonsense. I said it was great to see him, and he looked like he wanted to kill me.
I'm sure he's not the only one.
Yeah, there's a list. A long list. So, drinks in our bellies, all that good stuff. Do you want to get a bit of a... meet some of my contacts?
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying sitting around here. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Are we gonna first address the newcomer here with their?
Hi.
I mean, yeah, I vetted him. He seemed like he was looking for people to go into the dungeon with him, and he's got a pretty prolific name.
I think we've all. I think it's well established what good your judgment is worth. No offense.
He looks a little hurt by that.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry. What was your name again, sir?
I'm. You haven't heard of me. I'm Ash. Ash Dustwind.
Have I heard of that?
Yeah, we established this last session. A few of you made rolls. Ash Dustwind is known as a folk hero across Deus and has been known as one for many, like a couple centuries. So the fact that this prolific lancer is just standing in front of you, drinking ale and probably eating a ridiculous amount of meat and cheese, is kind of shocking, and the fact that he looks young.
I mean, I'm gonna say that I've never heard of you, so but I'm not from around here, so it's
Understandable. I am more of a local legend. Not to, call myself such, but that's what they say.
I think he would be a good addition to the tower. I can't go in there with you. So you need someone in there that has at least been in a tower before. How far did you get?
Into it.
Ash, you did not get too far. Your party wiped pretty quickly.
They were amateurs, and I was a bit, overconfident, to say the least.
Well, it is the Tower
So
of
you're-
Dead Souls.
You're looking for your second shot, I guess.
More of a, that, and I want to see, if I can find some peers to gauge my skill, see what I'm really worth.
well, I mean, do you feel like we are that missing link to get through in this? Because you just
I
met us.
do not know.
Yeah, Ash.
You were the first people I saw, and you look strong.
Ash, did you take Cass or Instinct? I believe Instinct was what you... If I'm remembering correctly.
Probably.
The moment these
Probably, yes.
individuals came into the inn, the tavern, sensing their aura, their ether, it is far stronger than the normal people here. And you've heard that those that come from Sokrif are far stronger than those that come from here, because they are not limited on magic. They are able to cast up to a certain point, and they're not limited on what they can do. That is also why you've heard of the Collector. Obviously, he has conquered all but one tower, and he has a very impressive amount of strength. So, you were just able to get a good read on their ether the moment they entered, and you were like, these are very powerful people.
I could just tell.
Exactly. Perfect. Well,
And Ash, what is your opinion on the? He's gonna lower his voice. The status quo.
Kotaro looks at you immediately across the way, Obel, and narrows his eyes and nods.
I kind of lift my helmet a bit and let my facial features show
You would
that
all,
I am indeed an Aragonasi.
yep, and you would all see that, and that's definitely not a good thing out here in Deus.
Obel nods. Respect.
Just doing my part.
The Collector nods as well. I could change his date.
So yeah, bit of self-realization, bit of soul searching, and I do want to get stronger still.
Respect. That was a one way to definitely do that. I vouch for him. I trust him. It's up to you if you do the same. But I think you'll need the extra hand, given we don't know where your bard friend is. And like I said, I can't go into the dungeon. I physically can't. Once you've cleared one, you can't go back in. Some kind of scanner at the entrance takes
Once
your
you've
blood.
cleared any, you can't go in?
Once you've cleared a specific dungeon, you can't go back into that one. I've been through all of them except for the Maya ruins. So I
Oh,
can't
do you
return to them.
remember what's in this one?
It's randomized, but it's definitely themed around death. It is the Dungeon of Dead Souls.
Oh.
Sounds lovely.
I had to fight, when I was down there, I had to fight a, Bone Claw. Actually how I lost this eye.
The bloodiest bone claw.
A failed lich.
Lich? Lich?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard stories about those.
Yeah.
Nothing good.
What is a lich?
You would know what a lich
I
is,
don't know.
Ash. You've heard
Like a
stories.
magical ghost.
And Theric, the nigh unkillable, his tales have reached Deus. Like, he is known throughout the continents. Because he actually hid in the Sapphire Waters for a good period of time during the First War of Ash and Death. And he had his own personal laboratory island known as the Isle of Chaos. And it is believed by Destiny's Hunters, from what you've learned from the Lord's Council, he's most likely fled to the Isle of Chaos again, or that's a very good place to look. If you could find the Isle of Chaos. But, Axum will look. Like I said, every time, though, it is random. That is what I've learned. No one person has the same story to tell. The puzzles are different. The cost to enter is different. And the Guardian is different. Same with the treasure. Not sure how it works, but I think it's a bit of interdimensional spacing and self-reliant enchantments.
Wait, hold on. Cost.
Oh, there's a cost for entering each dungeon. Something that'll keep you on your toes, a challenge of sorts as you persist through the dungeon. For me, it was my heart was slowly stopping as I went through, so I had a time limit. Had to get through there in, was it 20 minutes?
What was yours, Ash?
Ash, your cost was, trying to dodge a disintegrate spell. Which is what got your party members killed. You were the only one that made the dex save because you're a lancer.
So he dodged too good.
He dodged too good. Yeah, they all sucked.
But I didn't die.
Huh.
Well, hopefully my heart doesn't start stopping. Damn, really? That's what happens?
To me, at
You know,
least.
I think maybe we need to start thinking like an alternative here or something. Because that sounds scary. I don't really.
Well,
Trust me,
But-
there is no end to the Wizard King's creativity and cruelty.
exactly.
Maybe if we just had some kind of shield.
I was thinking that it was just going to be like a cost, like you pay for it or something, like an entry fee. But
I mean, it does take your blood.
I really don't want to get shot again.
oh, there it is. That's what it is.
That's why you can't enter a
That's
dungeon
one.
more than once.
Good old
Well,
blood
if you
contract.
succeed a dungeon.
Yeah, it basically scans you and knows if you've been in or not.
Well, I mean, Ash is going in a second time, so if you beat it, you can't go again.
Yeah, you have to beat it first. If you don't, then you can keep trying. If you survive.
Yeah.
Well, we might want to go see Arco before the day is done. I've already bought us some rooms here if we decide to sleep on it and figure out what we need to do next. But I would like you to meet some people. Get you set. First, let's go meet Lonnie's brother.
Obel is going to gather up their cups, take them over to the counter, put them on there for Haruka or Minatsuki.
Kotaro comes down and picks them up.
Sized, right?
Tetsuo was the one making a fool of himself, right?
Tetsuo, yep.
Okay, I'm gonna pick his pocket.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
You mean sleight of hand?
Stealth first.
Can
No.
I
That's fine. They're the same. So,
hold on? Can I try to pick up? Would I be able to pick
Alright.
up on
One
what I
second.
was
And
trying
I'm
to do? Try
going
to assist them?
hold on. I'm gonna roll 1d8 psionic die on top of that. Or actually, I don't have to roll unless I fail.
And then go ahead
That's
and
the
make
nice thing
a
about
sleight of hand check.
Okay. And shaboom. And I'm holding onto my psionic die.
Alright.
If I fail,
You pick his pocket. What are you trying to grab?
I just want his coin purse.
Right, you grab a coin purse.
Here you go. Just want to make things easier for the customer service.
Thank you.
Assassin.
And then Kotaro will lean in as you go, Obel. And here's your receipt. And he passes you a folded piece of paper.
Thanks, Captain. What?
Do you look at it?
Sorry, Ash. Once I'm away, yeah.
It says, Resistance meeting, 3 a.m. tomorrow.
That's fucking early.
That's
How much gold do I got?
1 gold.
Or actually, I'll wait to count. I'll wait to count it when I'm out. Hold on. This broke ass motherfucker has 1 gold.
Yeah. He's not making a lot of money.
God, I fucking hate the Wizard King.
Yeah, you don't make
Me
money unless
too.
you're in the dungeons or working for the governor here.
They're guards, right?
They're basic guards. They're not the elites. The elites make the more money.
Oh,
Ass motherfuckers.
How,
Let's
the,
do it.
how are you supposed to afford living in this economy?
Pretty easy if you're in the military. Stuart's gonna stay here. He's gonna go hunker down in the room and continue tinkering away at some kind of device that he has been building. I do not apologize for what you are about to meet. Who you're about to meet. I don't think there will be any complaints.
Not from what I've heard.
I love the new map feature. It makes me happy. Second, I gotta size you guys up because this map is larger. Ain't it fucked that the rat is the same height as Obel?
I mean, no,
I'm
the
proud.
rat's a lapdog.
I mean, hey, it's just a casual city rat size.
Yes, or we'll take your pizza slice.
He will. But yes, you guys, let me get some different music. How you doing, Kat?
My tummy hurts.
What'd you eat? Or what didn't you eat?
I did eat.
Okay, good.
My roommate wanted to go to Chili's for lunch,
Oh no.
so I had little burgers.
Oh no. My condolences.
Well, I've had it before and there's never been a problem, but just today I just feel gross.
It's probably just not good burger.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
fine.
come up to this one story building, little on the outskirts of Lurwick, and you see immediately that there is smoke. And this, like, you come up to this open area. It's just a simple roof. Like, this is an open area, no walls, no door, and this is where the forge is. And you see a sign that in Dayan, which you can understand for the language, fruit, says Chrysanto Forge.
Chrysanto Ford?
Forge.
Forge. Okay.
As you walk up, Koji, you here? Ugh. And you hear the hammering, like this big hammer slam down as you immediately see the smoke, like billowing. It's kind of covering everything, but then it clears out. You all see this individual. You see a Carabao tiefling, shirtless, very muscular, very tall. He's standing at 8 feet. These big horns, his hair covering his eyes, and it's braided in the back. He's wearing these very baggy pants with a sash on them, and he's carrying this long and just heavy hammer. Let me get the music back. That was rude of the music bot. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Yeah, let me... He just looks at all of you. Axum. Hello, customers. And he'll just put the hammer down and it kind of dents into the wood a little bit. And he walks over. Axum will walk up. And Toji's gonna...
Punch him in the face.
try and punch him in the face.
Hey, called it.
And Axum grabs it and he's like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to do better than that. And he gets him for the second one right across the face as he only grabbed one hand. Ooh! Taking 2 bludgeoning damage. You've been gone for a while. Because of you, I haven't heard from my brother in years. And now you decide to show up? Deadbeat. Look, I couldn't come back. I've been trying to, but I wasn't able. Same with Lonnie, he tried to visit. Then how are you here now? No, that's besides the point. Anyways, you can hate on me all you want, but these individuals will be needing your good services. He's gonna back up and just touch a hand to his cheek and lay on his healing hands. Small. Not quite there in strength. My name is Toji. Toji Crisanto. The Crisanto family. And all of you are?
Hello, handsome. My name is Rosario Thorn. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
It's an adequate experience for me. Looks to the rest of you.
These are the rest of our party. Ash is the newest one. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Ash?
And I have a button.
Seems
for
like
this.
he's a little bit shy right now.
I have a button for this. Hold on. Are you muted, Cat
I'm
Food?
Obi.
No, I didn't hear what he said. I'm sorry.
Introducing yourselves.
Oh, I'm Ash.
I've heard of you. Continue looking down the line.
For which one?
Last one. You're too small.
Oh.
Deus Luckhorn of the Luckhorn family.
Look, Horn. Been a while.
Been a while. Are there still Luckhorns here?
A few.
Oh. Well, anyways, nice to meet you. You guys put out a hand for a handshake.
Give me a strength check.
Oh boy.
Calvin.
Oh,
you,
no.
You take 1 point of damage. As your hand is bruised.
Uncle.
What? I am not your
Uncle.
uncle.
No, you're squeezing hard. Uncle.
Oh. Weak. Holds his hand back.
Anyway, just haven't gotten used to this yet. This is ESR.
He looks down at the rat. I don't like it. Keep your dog outside.
Sure. Sure.
Just walks out.
Wait, you live in medieval
Oh.
times and you don't know what a rat looks like?
Reminder, this does not look like a normal rat.
That's fair.
Oh,
Look at this shit. Yes, normal rat.
yeah.
Size of a dog.
Have you
My
been to New York?
dog.
He goes up to you, Keiko, and looks at your tail. Nice work.
Thanks, screw it myself.
Interesting. It looks mechanical in nature.
No, it's flesh.
Interesting.
You want to touch it?
No.
It's quite sharp. You might cut yourself.
No one has been able to cut me. He goes up to Black Friday and he gives a proper Daein bow to you, Black Friday. Well met, Ayakashi. What is your name?
My name is Black Friday.
Hmm.
Good to meet you too.
Solid name. I am the primary forge here in Lurwick. There are not many that can repeat my services. And you see he's taking out a little piece of paper and just reading from it. I provide a rare mineral that only Deus provides. We are the only continent to have adamantine. I create adamantine weapons. I can coat weapons in adamantine. I also create adamantine ammunition. I also have liquid adamantine. I make adamantine armor. However, it is very expensive. And gathering dust.
Could you possibly use adamantine in liquid form for?
That's what I was thinking.
For coating weapons for 24 hours, it gives it the property of adamantine, and then it fades away. As you may possibly know, adamantine, and he pulls out another flashcard. Adamantine is good for destroying objects and structures. However, if something is coated in adamantine, no physical weaponry can harm it in any way, not even mithril. Wow, isn't that just a catch?
I think there's supposed to be an exclamation point at the end of that sentence.
Yes.
What are you talking about? He was very excited about it. It sure
think
is
he-
a catch.
He made it a bit of a question though. I think you read
But yes,
question mark.
we have adamantine weapons, though one of you already has one. And I can forge them, I can coat your weapon permanently with adamantine. And he looks at you, Black Friday. And for a juggernaut, fellow juggernaut, adamantine would be quite the good object for you to have. He too is a juggernaut barbarian. As to objects and structures, adamantine deals always a critical hit, which plays really well into what juggernauts can do mid-level.
Nakara, are adamantine weapons and armor by default considered magical, or are they just adamantine?
Adamantine is a magical kind of mineral, and it's very rare. There is no adamantine in Sokrith or Kracia.
So, by default, it would be magical for the purposes of like resistance and stuff.
To
If it
objects,
were
it
like a
immediately
weapon.
it bypasses any because the only thing that can damage adamantine is adamantine. Or there are certain creatures or certain objects out there that cannot be harmed in any physical way unless it's with adamantine. It's a very, very valuable mineral, and it is the main mineral export of Deus. So much to the fact that they barely give it out to any other continents.
So I ask because I have an ability, but it only applies to non-magical weapons.
You would not be able to use that on a shielded weapon.
Gotcha.
Let me double check. Actually, hold on. Nope, it's not magical.
Okay.
It's just it's an ultra hard metal. It's extremely rare.
Interesting.
But one of you already has adamantine on their blade, so that's a good start. And he points at Deus.
Oh, nice.
Your Mage Hunter blade is made from adamantine.
Wait. I mean,
Very
it was pretty good
old.
against pigs, but hey.
Adamantine. Very good. I can smell it.
Hold on. You can smell the material.
Correct.
Okay.
The Crescento tribe has been working with adamantine for many years. So, service-wise, you can purchase from Toji adamantine weapons, of which he has made so many. So there are some easily available. They are the base price for an item plus 500 gold. To get liquid adamantine, it is 2,000 gold for one vial of liquid adamantine that has 3 separate uses. So you'd be able to use it a max of 3 times, then it's gone. He can reinforce your weapon with adamantine for 800 gold. Basically giving any weapon that you currently have, magical or non-magical, the adamantine property. And he sells adamantine armor for 1 million gold.
What 1 million?
How
Oh,
much
boy.
is the liquid?
Liquid is 2,000 gold.
Dang it. I'm broke.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Well, I do happen to have 2k gold on me left still. After that, I'd be pretty much in the hundreds. If you want.
I'm also broke.
Stand over here in the poor corner.
How have you all spent so much money already? We had so much.
They bought stuff from
Rest
Maverick on the boat.
I was like, I don't even remember what I bought. All I
You bought
know
the
is that I
Hellhound-
bought shit.
You bought the Hellhound cloak.
This is the most
That's
I've ever
right.
What was that, Kevin?
This is the most gold I've ever had, and it's only 1,000.
Well, if you want a one-use vial, you can sell you a one-use vial for 500.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect.
There's no item for it. It's just that it's a consumable that you would track. So liquid adamantine, you coat your weapon it takes about 10 minutes to coat a weapon. So you'd want to do that before you enter a dungeon or something like that. And then it lasts 24 hours.
Got it. It's in my notes, possessions,
Excellent.
and 500 gold. Perfect.
Thank you.
I'll get my
And he
own.
has all sorts of adamantine weapons. So he has every type of weapon possible. It's just an extra 500 gold.
Does he have an adamantine quarterstaff?
Yes, he does. He could also coat your quarterstaff with adamantine for 800 gold. Even if it's magical, it's just reinforcing the mineral on it.
Or 800 gold?
800 gold Dakota weapon permanently in adamantine.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
All right, he'll take. I'm assuming you're giving him the quarterstaff of the Storm Singer.
Oh, absolutely.
He'll pick it up. Nice weapon, old, comes from Valhalla.
You really know your stuff.
You are spooky.
What do you mean? I'm a Chrysanto. We deal in weapons.
You also deal with a lot of information just out of nowhere. That is spooky.
It's just information. And he's gonna go over here, and he's gonna unclick a compartment, and it's gonna open. And there's all sorts of molds. He sorts through the molds, and he picks out one that's the size of a quarterstaff. He puts your staff in there, and he puts it into the hot molten forge, like an oven. So like he's basically baking your quarterstaff, and then he'll go up and he'll pull a lever, and he's gonna keep pulling that lever back and forth, and he just gets a bit sweaty from the heat as the vapor just hits him, the steam, all that, just going back and forth with it. And you see that there is this pump that is going into the like oven compartment of the forge, essentially, and it is coating your weapon. And after about 5 minutes, he finishes, and he pulls it out. It's still hot. He just grabs it, blows on it, and it's instantly cool. And he comes back over, and you now have your Spirit of the Storm Singer is now adamantine. So if
During
you
that
hit...
whole time, Rosario was watching not respectfully in the slightest.
Mm-hmm. So now, for adamantine, the basic stuff is if you fight anything that is only able to be harmed by adamantine, you instantly can just do full damage to it, because most of those things are immune. And then to structures and objects, you always deal a critical hit, which is pretty dang good. Also, that means because it's adamantine, cannot break. Weapon cannot break in the slightest.
Yeah.
Which, Deus, you're looking at this. You saw him reforge a weapon, and you look at your broken tusks.
Hey, you're good at reforging equipment. Do you think you'd be able to do something to try and repair these?
He picks up the tusks immediately. What have you done with these? These are valuable. Gleambursty are rare.
Not what I did. It's what the body of a powerful half-dragon did to really do it.
Ah, must be talking about Eric's.
Right,
I can fix
on
these.
the coffin again.
That's the
Seriously,
only
how do you
dragon I
so
know.
much? Are you reading our minds?
When you speak of a dragon, there's only one I know of, and that's the General, Eric's. The Fury is another one that I think of, and that perks up your ear, Keiko. You know the Fury is the one that has your gold, and Rosario, that's someone you've been tasked with dealing with too. They're the two half-dragons of continent. No other dragons besides them. I'll fix these for free.
So that means you haven't heard about Rirenka, huh?
No,
You should look into it. She's amazing.
don't care. And he's gonna start reforging the Glenbursties. He'll ask for a 200 gold tip to add adamantine to these if you want them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, anything that could potentially prevent that again. Potentially.
Here, and he comes back, and now you have these Glenbursty tusks daggers that are now coated in a silvery adamantine. What is broke cannot be unbroken unless you have adamantine. Yes, brother.
That's a little
He looks
words.
at you, Black Friday.
Could I get you to quote my Ganaboo stick here?
He chuckles. Absolutely. 800 gold and it's done.
You there?
He just puts it
Then
in his little
I
pocket
could-
sash. Yes?
Also like 2 of the vials, please.
Very well. 1 use or 3 use?
3 use.
Alright, 4,800 then. But I'll give you a discount because you're doing a big purchase. How does 2,000 sound?
Let's see. 4,000? Don't want to go completely broke over this.
Very well. And he's gonna continue, and you notice a small smile forming on his face. You can tell this is the most he's done with adamantine probably in years.
You know what? I think I will also take 2 vials if it's not too much to ask.
Very well. He'll get you 2 vials as well. 1,000. And just, he'll get you guys all set up. He looks at Keiko. You use magic.
Yep.
I have a primitive thing. I'm not a fan of them. But I could sell you one and some adamantine bullets. And he pulls out a gun.
Yeah, I have 200 gold. That's not gonna happen.
You have some other things. Looks at you.
But my
I could
stuff. I'm not
absolutely
trading
lend you
my
some
stuff.
money if you'd like, Keiko.
He goes up to you
I have
close
a-
and leans in, Keiko.
I guess I do have a spell shooter.
And he grabs at your necklace.
Oh no!
gently.
Hands off!
1 bead.
No. It's cursed. You don't want it.
Looks at it. It's not.
It is.
It is cursed.
All of it is.
It isn't cursed. Any item you've obtained is not cursed. It's the gold.
No,
Oh, you're
if
lying
you-
to him?
No, this is the thing about the gold, is that it's only not cursed in Keiko's possession because he's the rightful owner of it. If someone else were to grab his gold and take it from his hoard, they will be cursed.
This is an item.
Now, this is my gold. He can't have it.
Hmm.
I'm also crazy. I'm not parting with it.
If you'd like, Keiko, I could absolutely lend you some of my own money. I would gladly provide for you.
That would be nice. I do have a spell shooter, which is kind of like a gun, right?
Yeah, that shoots magical energy. And then adamantine bullets, they are just strong.
Drunk.
They are strong. So basically, he's offering you a pepper box with adamantine bullets. For 500 gold.
Okay, yeah. If you want to lend me 300 gold.
I'll lend you the 500 if you'd like. You know what? It's on me.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I won't turn down a gift.
Right, and refresh your sheet. You will have proficiency with the pepper box, and you can add a pepper box to your inventory, and you get 20 adamantine bullets.
Are there items for the vials, or do we
It's
keep it track separate?
it's a free time use vial, so it takes 10 minutes to apply, and then
No, I mean,
there's no
is there
item.
an D&D item?
No.
Okay, make it an item. Got it.
It's just
Sounds
you would
good.
keep it in your notes, yeah. And I have the basic stuff, so 10-minute application, 24-hour duration.
Is there a specific thing for adamantine bullets?
No. It's just
Okay,
that
so just
the bullets
pepper box
have.
bullets then.
Yep, you would just add pepper box bullets and just note that they're adamantine, so they deal a critical hit to objects and structures, and then anything that can only be harmed by adamantine, it harms them. it's also like these cannot be destroyed easily. So you would be able to even recover the bullets.
Pepper box bullets. Okay.
I think you guys are on bomb in the 8. Let me double check. You are. All right. Looks at everyone. Ash, is there anything you would like to? Oh wait, no, you got the one use vial. That's right.
I'm
Well-
poor, man. I got what I needed though.
And he looks at Obel. And you've met Lonnie, so you've heard of Toji, but just barely. You know that he is Lonnie's brother.
Yeah, I'm poor and happy with that, so don't worry about it.
Axum kicks you in the shin. Need
the
something? Let me
fuck?
know.
No, I'm not gonna keep mooching off of you. Okay, it's cool.
You're not mooching off me. You're about to make. You can just pay me back when you beat the dungeon.
Pay you back. Now you're funny. Let's go.
Axum's gonna buy a couple of things, and then he's gonna. All right. That's all here. Be careful, all of you. Priestess of Blades is home. You are who I think you are. They're gonna pin some crimes on you. And she's very persistent. She's been trying to get adamantine from me for years. Alrighty. Oh, to the apothecary, thank you for the very vague message. It's always good to see you, Koji. It's always a displeasure to see you. Man, what? Everyone hates me. Yeah.
They don't hate you. You just make it too easy.
What? Now you're being vague.
Yeah, it sucks, don't it?
I heard what he said.
Kids can be cruel. I raised you better.
I'm like 24. What the hell?
Alrighty. I love this new map function so much. You walk not too far again, because like everything's pretty straightforward, to a simple 2-story building. Know your coin purses are light. This is more of an introductory thing, but if you guys need anything, I can take care of it. Just pay me back after the dungeon. Akko's a good healer. She's one of the very few, you didn't hear this from me, archdruids. Druids are allowed here in Deus, but not archdruids. So that's the kicker.
What are you talking about? I hear you, I see your mouth moving, but I don't hear any words coming out.
Good egg.
Wink, wink.
That's the spirit. But no, Akko's a good friend. She's a very good healer. Very talented at what she does. And he'll walk down the part and bring you here to the actual entrance. He also has a few very good services, so we'll keep those in mind. And he'll knock on the door.
You want to take a step back in case this one tries to hit you as well?
Nah, she loves me. The door opens.
Gonna hit him, isn't she?
5
I hope
gold.
she does.
I'll take that action.
And a stick
Me
comes
too.
out. pointed in his general direction. Oh, it's just you. Neil, I'll see. This individual.
Oh, come on, hit him. He looks so hittable.
You see a Shizen Eladrin. Long, blonde, ashy blonde hair, tied up into a high bun, and like strands in the front. Their skin is a more pale wood color, but they have these swirls of red. They also have these golden leaves in their horns that grow upon their head. They wear black and white robes with a little bit of black, white, and red robes. And they have these pointed, sharpened nails. Well, I thought you were dead. So that's interesting. I owe some people some money. They take a swig from a flask at their hip. Welcome home, deadbeat. Hi, Akko. You brought some friends with you. Hello there. My name is Akko. This is my apothecary. Come in. I was just making some spiked tea.
Can I bring in my dog?
No, come on.
You can bring in the rat.
I hand Deus 5 gold.
Always a pleasure.
You come in and you instantly smell like medicinal herbs and like potions in the air. And coming into this other room, you see, surprising for a druid, a bit of alchemy in this main room. You see that there are some chemicals and solutions boiling. You see that there are potions, of course, right there. Other vials, beakers, and other kind of supplies, it seems. And this curtain that's open right here, you peer in, you can just at a glance see dozens upon dozens of components, alchemical, natural, and even some gems, and even like samples of organs and other preserved like specimens. It's definitely something that surprises you, but is interesting to see nonetheless. This is my grove, if you could call it that. I'll be right back in a moment. Akko's got some very good potions. Very good effects. They're able to distill spells into potions. Unlike the ones you would typically find over in Sokrith. As well as biomancy, which is far more advanced over here in Deus than it is over in Sokrith. But
I don't think I've ever heard of biomancy before, but it sounds interesting.
It's a sort of alchemical research where with fusing one being to another, like creatures to us, essentially. Older paths, from what I've seen, had people fusing themselves to monsters. Apparently biomancy is kind of what inspired that Viscount guy to start the Order of the Occultist. But far worse.
It all sounds very ethical.
Not really, but Akko doesn't do that part. More so takes the organs of already dead creatures.
I was being sarcastic there.
Akko returns with a tray of iced tea. Spiked iced tea, anyone?
Oh, yep, definitely.
Yep.
So what brings you to...
Well, what did you add to spike it?
Stuff. It'll give you a kick.
I like it.
Would you like something for your next batch to spike?
Possibly. You're all from
Make it very
Sokrith.
tight.
Yes. Well,
Except for
most of
you.
us.
Looks at Ash. Heard you've been making the rounds. But, yes. I wouldn't mind a sample of whatever you have.
What I have?
Looking at Black Friday. Because Black Friday offered a little sample for next batch.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I can have my own homebrew for you later.
Sounds good. But I sell potions, healing ones, enhancement ones. I sell transformation ones. My most popular is a transformation potion. And they open up this and take out the green vial right here. Pretty pricey. It takes a few months to make each one, but it's worth it.
What does transformation do?
Well, it's the spell Tensor's transformation.
Isn't that like permanent?
No, I don't think so.
Noble doesn't know magic.
It's a 10-minute spell. Here's what that does.
Oh, thank you. I was about to ask, as someone who's not trained in magic, I have no idea what that is.
You have 50 temporary hit points. If any of these remain when the spell ends, they are lost. You have advantage on attack rolls you make with simple and martial weapons when you hit with a weapon attack. That target takes an extra 2d12 force damage. You have proficiency with all armor, shields, and simple weapons and martial weapons. You have proficiency in strength and constitution saving throws. You can attack twice instead of once. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can ignore this benefit if you already have a feature like extra attack that gives you extra.
So it's like anchor arms for wizards.
Anchor arms for just about anyone.
It's anchor arms for wizards.
It really is. Well, that's one of them. I also have a transformation potion that turns you into something quite fun.
Oh, yeah.
What was that, Ash?
I already like who I am. I don't need to change into anything else.
It's not permanent. These are
Can you make me fly?
No, I don't have potions of fly. And also, reminder, these are temporary. They all last like a couple minutes. And then they end.
Okay.
How about speed?
Nope. I don't have too many of the fancy potions. I have potions of healing, potions of transformation, and that's basically it. But this
How
one,
much does jumping?
One of those go for?
Akko looks at you. No, I don't have jumping. If I have the right materials, I could, but we have a king that's very restrictive on materials and studies.
You don't have to tell me.
Yeah. But this potion lets you turn into one of the primal creatures that exists still in the Maya ruins. I think it's called a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I've heard of those. I don't think they're real.
They're very real. How do you think I got the components? And you look in the potion and there's a tooth. A big old tooth.
It could be anything.
Is that not going to damage your intestines if you drink the whole
The tooth stays in. It's what has the enchantment. It stays in the bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll be stupid.
You
Looking
just
at it.
refill the bottle and keep the tooth.
I mean, you get a tooth as a souvenir. You just have to break the. You have to break the bottle open.
Wait, how'd they get it in there?
You don't want to know how I got it in there.
Probably some timey-wimey bullshit.
Correct. You're a smart one.
He's just gonna shrug his shoulders.
You detect a hint of sarcasm. Well,
So
you're
I
lucky.
didn't respond.
You're lucky. You're pretty. It makes up for it.
That's
So
quite vain of you.
she sells potions of healing. So all of the potions of healing up to supreme. Oh no, superior. Up to superior. Which are going to be the standard price that is in the Knoll Shopping Center. As the transformation potion, that's 100 gold. And then the T-Rex potion is 300 gold.
Dancer's transformation is 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
T-Rex potion is 300. Okay.
Look,
Imagine
Although
not.
you all
the
Imagine
day
not
the
having
day
someone-
an economy is in shambles.
So I don't know about you, but I want to be a T-Rex.
You know what? I think I agree with you. I definitely want to be a big T-Rex.
I have 3 available. If you guys can ever get me more, then well, I can make them faster.
Who wanted to be T-Rex?
Rosario and Deus, for sure.
Can't say no to the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Deus. 300.
Oh, I've still got gold.
I think he's one of our more well-off members still.
I'm
He
just barely doing okay.
he just took 5 of mine, the son of a bitch.
Look, I'm doing string.
Listen, if anything, I could go ahead and buy all 3, and us 3 could have a fun time eventually. All right.
Phrasing.
I mean, Rosario would be this.
What's wrong with the phrasing?
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Don't worry about it, Cap.
Sorry. Sorry for what? Anyways.
I mean, I still got a pretty good amount of gold there. Yes. Alright, I can pay for mine.
All
I
right.
do appreciate the sentiment though.
Yeah, no worries. Well, if no one else wants to try and jump on the opportunity, then yeah, I'll just take one of them then. Definitely. Let's see. But one of those. One of the transformation potions. And definitely a superior healing.
Very well.
It's 1,050, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mathing it right.
How many of the Tensor transformation potions does she have?
About 4. at this time.
Okay, who wants one? No one wants one?
Hmm?
No one wants a 10 source transformation potion?
I'm good.
Alright.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Very well. Good to me. That'll be most of the stock then. And the Axum's gonna buy a couple of things. Changes hands really fast. Alright. I'm good here.
Can I try and
Anything
perceive what
else
he...
interesting you have here?
What was that, Green?
Anything else interesting you have here?
Just basic equipment and basic healing kits. And a bunch of components in the back. But we don't get a lot of wizards out here, so I use a lot of it for my crafting.
May I try and perceive what Axum was exchanging and buying?
I may attempt to do so.
Alright. Perception. And if I fail, I can roll psionic.
Natural
I don't think you're
20.
failing.
Well, if it's a...
With your keen eyes, you try and perceive this. Even with a natural 20, his hand moves in a blur.
I'm rolling my psionic die. 26.
His hand moves in a very fast blur, which is odd. You've never seen him move his hands at a natural speed, almost with a Quicksilver-like fashion. And just quick.
So she gives him, she like takes something out of her pocket, gives it to him, real quick like.
Yep. It's odd. You've never
not
seen
spe-
him be sneaky. And that seems deliberately sneaky on his end. And then you think back to when we were just with Toji, a similar thing happened.
I'm not expending that psionic die.
Alright. I'm good to go. He's gonna walk to the door. Mako will look at all of you. Keep an eye on him. He pretends he's still young, but he's an old man. And every dog has their day.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
Look, you travel with him, you'd
Oh, it was
understand.
nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, kid.
Oh, we did. What? I'm a grown fucking man.
And I'm a few hundred years old. Respect your
'Cause I'm
elders.
short.
No, I'm older than you.
Oh, could I get 2 potions of greater healing?
Absolutely. This is the usual price that you'd see in the shopping center.
Yeah.
Passes them off to you, nods.
And let's see here.
Alrighty. That's everyone. You're free to leave the building.
Oh, the delivery on my
Hmm?
my brewing for you. Will you be here whenever, or is there
Pretty
any
much.
specific time where I should drop them off?
I'm here pretty much whenever. I don't sleep. I also am known to go to the tavern.
Okay. I'll work on it then.
Sounds good to me. If you impress me, I might have a few things I can show you. Then I'll get back to work. This part set.
So Ash, do you got any advice for people going to the tower for the first time?
Live.
Yeah, it's not something you can expect to do without your allies. I got up after everyone around me had fallen and tried to push on, and well, it left me unable to fight at all for a while. I barely
Yeah.
made it out.
So you're telling me you can't solo raid?
Cannot.
Nope.
But like, if you have to, you can just turn around and walk out.
There are return buttons.
But like, as far as you saw, was there like an even mix of magical and mechanical traps? I know there's no expecting what's coming. I'm just trying to get ahead of things.
Mostly magical
Correct?
traps, actually.
Because you were only able to do the first floor.
Man, you know what I never see these days? It's just like those swinging axe traps. You know, that's the classic one. They
I
just they don't do
know.
those anymore.
It's been so
I guess-
long.
I guess they're hard to maintain and clean.
People got too much expected on it and we're ready for it.
I mean, yeah, most traps like that nowadays, all you need is a bow and arrow and good aim.
All these speedrunners are ruining things for everyone else.
You make your way back into the central part of town, and you pass the Dane Blades headquarters. That's them, right down there. And you see people you had met before in the bar.
Hey, Nakara, can I say that one of the coins I gave to Deus among the 5 gold was the coin I stole from Tetsuo?
Yep. You there? You lot. It's good to see you again. We've been looking for you.
Oh wow, we're celebrities.
Yes.
Someone stole my lucky coin. My grandfather gave it to me.
You stole from Tetsuo, so you're there.
What can we do for you?
You've caught the attention of one of our generals. He has just returned from an assignment back on the domain of the king. and heard about your arrival. Be accommodating. He wishes to give you welcome. You see slowly that they have all scattered into different positions. And you realize they are getting set up just in case. You hear the sound of scraping metal. But it
Maybe we
continues
should
to
move.
repeat into these fine points. Is coming out of the door of their central headquarters right here. You see an individual put their arm, this heavy gauntleted arm, on top of the door to let themselves under it so they can fit outside. And you all see this individual. You see a humanoid individual standing at 7 feet tall. And you realize that is because they have two great swords as prosthetic legs, giving them impressive height. They are quite muscular as well. They wear heavy gauntleted, these heavy gauntlets, and simple black robes and leathers, almost a priestess attire. But you notice this long mantle upon their head and shoulders has teeth, 2 eyes, a fin on the back, and a membrane on the inside, and you can tell that it is living. And on her back, she has 2 serrated greatswords. Well, new flesh has made its way into our home. You must be the guests His Majesty has been expecting. Nanael. Axum. You've returned to Deus despite the warning. I respect it. The Ruiner respects it as well. I am Nanael, Priestess of Blades, Champion of Groomsh, the Ruiner.
Grinch.
Say that, but it's like one of the worst deities.
No, I know. It's a funny word.
And you wish to achieve whatever goal you have. I assume to catch a rat or 2. And she tilts her head and she leans down and looks at you, Obel. Interesting. Smells the air. You smell familiar.
Probably my cologne.
Mm. A little tink, tink as she walks. She looks at Axum again. Might be interesting as sort. Leans in at Keiko. Dragon blood. We haven't had dragon blood in a while now, have we? And she strokes the mantle and it vibrates. And you notice, Keiko, these little fleshy tendrils come off the inside of the cape and start creeping towards you with these little fanged, like, tips. And she swats it. No, no, no. Yet. She looks at Rosario. Can't sense anything about you. Interesting. And then she looks at you, but you... I have not seen an infernal with the level of power that you have in quite some time. You're interesting.
Yep, sure, totally.
She leans in. Welcome back to the land of the living. And you have an Ayakashi.
Will there be any trouble today?
Not yet. But I know what you're planning. You seek to humiliate my king, my beloved. We welcome you to climb the tower. It's not like you would survive. But I warn you, the moment you leave that tower, I'm going to burn this town. Maverick can't stop me. Orders straight from the king. You can survive the tower. If you can survive me, then you got what it takes to meet him.
Looking over at the blades of Deus, like she's talking loud enough they can hear, right?
Yeah, they can hear.
How are they reacting to what she's telling us?
Make me perception or insight checks.
I will do insight. Ooh, a rock.
Ooh, a rock. Ooh. With a 14 perception. Ooh! Point of inspiration to Rosario. Let's start off. Black Friday, you see them outwardly. They are taking positions of this is their duty, this is their job. They're being very militaristic here. So you're having a hard time reading their emotions. Ash, you also see that they are ready to strike should you try anything at this exact moment. Like any kind of attempt towards Nanael, and they will be on you, as they have been positioning themselves to attack. With a natural 20 insight, you can tell Goatan is not pleased by this, but he is willing to do what he has to do. As at the moment, though well-versed and well-experienced in life, this is his home. You are all outsiders. And he will do what it takes to protect his home. If Nanael is threatening to destroy his home, and you guys have the problem, he is willing to deal with it. So you notice, Rosario, for sure, there is conflicted emotion in Goatan, but everyone else there, they're ready to kill.
You see, I think there might be a little bit of misunderstanding here, priestess. We're not here to humiliate your king, absolutely not at all. We're just here to face the dungeons, get rich. We didn't mean to be a problem.
You can say that all
Hardcore.
you want. We've been watching you. Maverick told us all we needed to know. And we want that bomb back.
What?
Oh yeah, Ash doesn't know about the bomb.
Ash is like, are they the bad guys? What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, get back with us with that in a while, and sure we'll try to re-find it.
Hmm. But, well, you know, I can't just say all this and not follow up. And gonna go up to Axum, and she is going to lash out with the cloak and just like a, not trying to kill him, but a, hey, I have to hit you. You see the cloak, the mantle come out and slash at him, and then he knocks him to the ground, and he needs to make a strength. Okay, he's good. He's not restrained. He does take a knee as it slashes across his chest, leaving a massive gash. Oh, and she grabs him by the neck, looks at the blood,
Daggers are coming out.
pokes her gauntlet into the wound and pulls it back out, licking the blood. Still as tainted as usual. Gets back up. Let that be the example and a warning. I will do as the Ruiner commands me, but as my king so demands. Take to the tower if you wish. But don't say I didn't warn you. And she's gonna... I'll be waiting in my temple. You know where it is. She's going to literally disappear in a as the mantle wraps around her into this black blur. She just bolts off. Goatan is gonna look at his people. Right? As you were, all of you.
You okay?
Yeah, that one stung. Damn thing has a mind of its own, literally. I'll be fine. Ah, does sting a lot. We're gonna want to deal with this soon. I don't think she's bluffing, but at the same time, the dungeon might have an item or two that could be handy. I don't think she's gonna immediately burn everything.
What if
You
she
be
does,
sure
though?
about that?
I don't know, but generals have power. Even if she's acting above him, this is his home, this is his town. I don't think he would allow attack without defense. The generals in fight all the time. This is just another example of it.
Yeah, but this is still not exactly a good idea to be going in there without making sure there's a bit of an expected defense for them, right? Because, I mean, we can't exactly rely on the mayor. They've already lied to us once.
Maverick is trustworthy to a degree, but if I were him, put a lot of money into this place. I wouldn't tolerate someone damaging it.
I mean, how do you know he's trustworthy? You barely remembered who he was the other day.
If he sold us a bomb, could have given to the wrong people, and items that he
And-
could have given to the wrong people.
And
You're
he
thinking
rented
about-
us out to the general.
You're thinking about this the wrong way. He sold it to us, yes, but he would have been perfectly happy selling it to the Wizard King as well. He's a guy who sits on the fence.
Well, then maybe we need to meet with him, have that dinner, see where his loyalties lie, and go into the tower.
With himself. Let me answer that question for you right now.
You need to trust people more, Mobile.
You need to be more cautious.
I am.
How many times have you been attacked today?
Only 3.
Hmm.
Could be worse. Could be after the blade.
What blade?
And he holds out Orpheus, the blade of the Hope of Thelm, and it begins to shine with a very pulsing moonlight glow. He puts it back in his sheath.
Ooh.
It's the 9th blade of Fel that holds any stake over here across the pond. Anyways,
What's a Thel?
you would have heard of the Fels at least. They're royalty
Okay.
over in Soka.
Alright.
They're the royal family split into 3 generations, with the first generation being the royal family directly. And then every other generation gets thinner and thinner and no stakes to the throne. But we have an advantage. I can't go in the dungeon. You can. Well, I can stay out here, and I can run defense. Keep an eye on things, mitigate where I can. Tap into some of my abilities if I need to. And I can keep in contact. Communication isn't limited in the dungeons. And he tosses you a sending stone, Obol.
Catch.
So I can keep in contact with you all while you're in there. So where'd you go?
Where should we go first then?
I mean, we don't have a lot of money, so thought we were headed toward the tower. Unless we want to rest or poop or something.
One way to put it.
Well, if there's anything you really want to buy, could front for you.
I'm good to go forward. Move to the tower if that's what you guys are ready for.
Oh yeah, I'm game.
Right. I do realize that I didn't make the map for this, so if you're ready to head there, I just need a moment to put down the map.
Right. When was the last time we slept, though? I think we slept since before we
You're long-
nearly drowned in the ocean.
You're long rested, so you're good there.
If you count nearly drowning as sleeping, then this morning.
Right, give me a moment. I'm gonna make the map real quick because I realized I didn't make the outside of the towers. Give me 1
So
second.
are we splitting up with Axum at this point?
You would. Yes.
Okay. Obel would say something to him then.
Oh, what is it, big man? Mister,
Don't.
I don't need your help.
Wow.
I'm my
That's not
own
what
man.
That's not what I said. Look, I know maybe you don't understand what I say 100% of the time, but understand this. I only care about protecting my family, and I happen to consider you to be a part of that family. So just, while we're in there, don't do anything dumb, okay?
Like I said, quick on my feet, kid.
The last 2 times you got smacked, you weren't so quick.
And he looks at you, and he just winks, and he just boom, just runs at a Quicksilver speed, using his boon of the Quicksilver he learned from his mentor.
Like a 5-year-old, I want to see how fast I go. Zoom.
He moves at an unnatural speed. Yeah, Green. He was mentored by Jasper, one of the very few that he took in to teach.
What is his movement speed?
300. He learned from the greats.
Full dash or like just his base movement?
Super speed, just always super speed.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
for context, for the audience and for Buffety and Booper, in the Dandelions, the previous campaign that Green was in alongside Bolton, Cat Food, I gave them boons at early level, and the boon I gave,
Yeah, pretty early on.
yeah, the boon I gave Jasper was the boon of the Quicksilver, which gave him a 300 feet, 300 feet of movement, and it made him super fast. So he had a super speed. He could run on water. He was the Flash, and he was a halfling fighter.
Rune Knight fighter.
Rune Knight,
so
yep.
mid-run could go from little guy to very big.
It was sick as hell. Like, hindsight,
Hey,
yeah,
Knocker.
I should have done that mid-level, but hey, it was worth it. It was fun.
Hey, Knocker, is the stream meant to be showing the World of Null?
I'm
logo?
hiding that because I have to make the map.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what this bag of molding does.
It molds things. The bag of molding decays an item upon its instant entry, including magic items. So maybe not put
What
them
about
No.
what about Twinkies?
in. Who's to say?
Does
What about
anybody have
cheese?
a ration of Twinkies?
It makes a black hole.
Oh,
Well,
no.
there's one in the party, but
Anyways, I can actually now reveal one of the items that was in your guys's what's wrong?
Yo,
Is it-
what
One of
happens
the
when
items
acid
I
came?
rolled was a oh, hold on. That's why.
Is it a bag of scolding? It just
No, it was a bag
makes
of
fun of you every time
devouring.
you open it up.
One of the items I rolled was a bag of devouring. I'm like, no, that's fucking mean. And if you know what they do, they just eat anything. Once you put
Yep.
the item in there, it's gone.
Yep.
And if you put your limbs in there, also risk of losing your limbs.
Would it harmlessly eat a bomb?
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
I mean, yes.
so the bag of molding is a free blue cheese generator. We just need to put
Yeah.
cheese in.
That's one
actually
creative way to
thought
use
the
it.
same thing.
Or age like alcohol?
Oh yeah. Ow. Hey, does anybody have like a bottle of wine? To make that thing worth like thousands of gold.
Wouldn't that make it just vinegar?
Yeah, doesn't one have like,
Can,
even though you age, it doesn't have like an expiration?
I could
It's
brew
just
up
like you
something.
kind of like you do quick dips, and you just like test every now and then.
Wouldn't that like also like super age microorganisms to like create new pathogens and diseases?
See, now I'm wondering is if I put an
So
egg
is-
in this,
Don't.
like, does it make life?
So is it
Or
actually
does it
just
die?
aging, or is it like molding?
It's molding.
Okay, because if it was like aging, and we're like, we could make
Mm.
some jerky, and you know.
So if I put mold in it, that makes super mold.
Mm-hmm.
Can we grow mushrooms in it?
You
Oh, dude,
could certainly try.
If you put mold in it, a clicker comes out.
If you put a corpse in there, yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, that's one way to get rid of corpses fast.
We can get rich off truffles. We just get one in there, and then it'll just propagate everything.
Well, I guess if there's one thing we can definitely say, it's a good way to break down evidence.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree. But you begin to approach the tower as I've finished making the map. Thank you for these lovely, lovely brain farts. Thoughts.
We're just walking and talking.
Yep. You guys are talking about the prospects of it, and I need to change the music. As my hand is going to begin to show now. And then I'll move us back over. Just give me 1 second. You approach the tower. And you see it. A massive stone tower inlaid with gold lining. Next to it, a bunch of other towers. You, Ash, you see these mysterious sub-towers. No one has ever known what they are for, neither for these weird crystals in front of it, which the rest of you would recognize as ether crystals that have been used as generators. And you would also notice electrical work on these towers. This is far more advanced than the rest of the continent. You find yourself outside the tower, which is about 20 stories tall.
So you think this is like a brick place? Think there actually is 20 stories?
Might be some double floors in there.
I'm betting on one of those bigger on the inside than it is on the outside type of deals.
But Ash, you know to come up to this central crystal. And coming from it, this magical thing comes out. And words come out onto it. And then you see, it says, "Greetings. Please enter identification." And and then you see a small little thing come out, this little rod with a needle at the end of it. You give it your blood.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Poke my finger.
Little tink. And then the rest of you see it's scanning and it goes through different images almost. And then it says searching and then it locates it, popping up Ash, and it says Ash Dustwind, race, Ganassi, profession, Lancer, floor, 1. The door opens for you. These 2 double doors slide open, and there's just the black void on the inside. And it says, preparing simulation. That's not a word you understand, you just think it's a magic word.
Yes.
And you just walk in. Alright, who goes next? Alright. The screen pulls out, welcome to the Tower of Dead Souls. New user, and there's a little screen that says, yes, no.
Yes.
Alright. And then the little rod thing comes out. Please
Wait,
provide
did I just say yes and it reacts, or?
Yep, new user. And then it goes, tink, and it selects the yes option. And then the rod comes out, and it says, please insert sample.
Pull a whisker?
Insufficient. It needs to be blood.
Why does it just explain itself properly?
Or you
Left palm.
Tink! And it takes a little jab, and it goes back in. Processing. Analyzing. Building profile. And then it says Black Friday, in parentheses, Monday Blues. And then it says race, Tabaxi, and then in parentheses, Ayakashi. Profession, Juggernaut. Skill level, 7. Profile completed. And then the doors open for you as well.
Guess, whatever you can bleed on.
Now, unless anyone has anything in particular they want to do with their registration, I will just file you all in.
Obel would click no just to be a little shit whenever it asks if he's a new user.
Rosario wants to know what it says.
When
Like,
it's,
whose blood does it detect?
it detects yours. There's a bit of an error in the processing at first, but then it balances out and it says Rosario Everbrew Thorn. And then it says Eladrin. It also says skill, like, career Ascendant Dragon Monk, skill level 7, like all that stuff. And then,
You know, just cause now thinking about that, how much of my current body is in relations to my old body, like my born physical body?
Gazgan gave you, like, a lot of your original self as best he could. It's just that he needed a new vessel.
Okay, I was like, I wonder if it's going to register me as a different person.
Obel, you continue fooling around with the door.
I click no and see what happens when it asks if I'm a new user.
Pulls out the rod. Please identify.
I let it prick my middle finger.
Goes in. No user found. Would you like to create a profile?
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. What a lovely place. It's very ergonomic.
Do we get like
Yeah.
beamed up, or is there a door we go through?
Yep, you just went through it.
Oh, okay.
You come into this hall, and you hear preparing dungeon.
Oh, everyone get ready to jump.
You hear a voice. Interesting. I don't typically watch over these myself, but for you all, I will make an exception. Welcome to the first tower, Tower of Dead Souls. This is a tower of death. I do look forward to seeing how you deal with it.
Is this the king speaking? Yes. Hello.
Sorry, I was talking with Koi. Koi dropped off some hot chocolate.
Hello, hello,
Hot
hello.
Chucky.
Yes, this is the king. Behave yourselves, and you'll be rewarded greatly. Though, if you know what's good for you, you'll just take the gold and leave. Once this is over. I've left a little present in there for you, Keiko.
Grinding my teeth together.
Just a fragment of the hoard that I gave Fethrazal.
It wasn't yours to give, dirty
Ah.
fucking thief.
Whatever is on my island is mine. The people, the items, and the corpses of the dragons that end up here. But enjoy! I've programmed this one special for you. And you all find
What is
yourselves...
this? That
You look at this odd thing. It's nothing you've ever seen. It's such a intricate piece. And as you look closer, you swear you see numbers scrolling down it, but it is too late.
the numbers. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Who's Mason?
That was out of character.
I know.
What are numbers?
What? What are numbers? What is the education system in Deus like?
Oh, wrong one.
Shambles?
That is correct. Not many people get to go to the academy. It's good. But your vision
road's no place
blurs
for
for
learning.
a few moments, or you find yourselves in a new space.
This looks nifty.
You see tombstones all across, and you see a fountain with a statue. Of a man holding staff in one hand and a bowl in the other.
Do any of us recognize the man?
Not really, no. Welcome. You who find yourselves in the land of Soul. A price for you all is to accept death. Then you may proceed through these halls. Drink the waters. You will be allowed in. So, mechanics one. The price of this dungeon is to be ready for death. When you go unconscious in this dungeon, instead of starting with 3 death saves, you will have 2 automatically failed. So you are on the balance of life and death. However, you will also have 2 successful death saves. So it tips in either favor.
Hey, Ash, was it at this point in the dungeon that the disintegrate happened?
Yep. Statue was also different for you, Ash. It looked slightly different. It was a woman, and it basically instantly, it didn't even speak to you, it just shot out the disintegrate.
Yep.
Drink from my waters, and you will find yourself on death's rope. But at the same time, grasped by life, travelers. What you doing, Noble?
Investigating.
The moment you try to go past this gravestone, you find a shimmering wall.
I
That is
touch it?
out of bounds. Return to the fountain to pay your price.
Hold on, this is out of bounds, not where the wall is, about 40 feet further on?
Wall's like right here.
No,
When
I
you
mean
poke
this
it.
wall.
Which one?
I mean the actual wall, not the force field.
That is correct.
What's
He
so
means the
special
force
about
field.
that wall?
You may not proceed through this dungeon until you pay the price. No investigations of any sort.
Want to investigate this gravestone?
Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. And if it's a half damage thing, I take no damage.
You dodged the disintegrate, so you take no damage at all. As it goes out and it disintegrates the stone tablet in front of you. You have been warned.
Damn. Obel. Can we not?
Yep.
Can we not antagonize?
I don't know, man. I literally haven't walked past the fountain and he's firing lasers at me.
He said do not investigate, and you're investigating.
We're actively investigating when we perceive the environment around us.
Incorrect. Please proceed, so that this scribe of the dead may pass you into the dungeon.
If I drink, can I read the gravestone?
Once you have paid the price, dungeon is yours to explore.
I wonder what this place is gonna do when death is, destroyed right there, or whatever his face
So-
said about it.
Black Friday introspect.
Insert sipping noise here.
Keiko,
Yep.
get in there, buddy.
Look am I? There I am.
Alright, so all of you drink from the water.
Yep.
Alrighty. As mentioned, when you fall unconscious, you will have 2 failed death saves and 2 successful death saves. teetering it into a balance of 1 roll. But of
Pitching.
course, if you die, your body can be taken out of the dungeon because there was a person that could revive you. But hey, more for the stakes of the dungeon. And now you have drinking, and you all have a mark on your hand. Welcome to the dungeon. Please proceed through the doors at your soonest convenience.
Inakra.
Yep,
What does the gravestone say?
it is in a language you do not understand.
Like, none of us understand, or just.
None of you understand. You don't even understand the writing underneath the statue that indicates who it represents.
There's still a force
Nope, it's
field right
gone.
here.
So you're all proceeding to the door.
I reach over to the other side.
Hi, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Is this the same day as when we showed up on the beach?
Yep.
Okay.
You've had a busy day, but you've all been long rested and you haven't used any abilities.
There is one thing that I use, but it is. So, yeah.
But if anyone had any missing things that take a long rest to restore, I will say they were probably recharged when the moment you entered the dungeon. And the statue turns around. I may have forgotten to mention, in each of your pockets is a home bead. Break this across the ground and you will be instantly removed, you and all your party members. Back outside of the dungeon. In doing so, the dungeon will change itself and its price the next time you enter. You will be given a time limit. Enjoy. As you push through the doors, because it's going to take Deus and Rosario to do it, that's where we're going to end the session. As next session, you're going to go through the Dungeon of Dead Souls. I was like trying to figure out what your entry price would be for a while, and I was like, wait, let's do something where it's just down to 1 little roll, and it could go either way. It's like, you guys are fully capable of getting people revived, even if the worst is to happen, but I was like, I like the idea of, like, you just start unconscious, teetering on death's door.
I have the worst feeling that we're going to get owned.
We don't have any healers in this party, do we?
Nope.
Nope.
Just have a collection of healing potions.
We
Yep.
have a lot of healing potions, so that's it.
I was about to say,
Rat,
definitely got that.
rat or die. Let's go.
It really is a fuck it, we ball dungeon. But I think we have some memes, let's see. Oh, well, the cards he robbed. It smells like porn in here. When Toji smells an adamantine weapon entering his shop. Correct. The collector in every store. Maverick. Can we trust him? I love that everyone's 50-50 on Maverick. Black Friday
think
reading the
the
tower
card says
entrance
no.
screen. Well, I don't know if you guys watched the State of the Realm, but I revealed who he's a champion of. He's a champion of Vethin.
He'd be a champion of a good god and still be a dick.
Yeah, no, he just got a big old power boost, by the way, the night of the boat crash. He got a bunch of power. That's how he was able to get out of there, because now his patron is now a god.
Oh, so the night where we needed help the most, he got a power buff and still did nothing.
He was on the boat. I was on the bench.
Oh, he was on the boat. Oh, hey, he
I
was
on the
there.
bench.
Hey, what do you expect? I was on the boat.
It's literally the John Mulaney. I was on the bench. But they were needing your help. Yeah, but I was on the bench.
I was over
Literally
on
asked
the
for the help.
bench. I made a salad with craisins.
But yeah, no, we'll see you guys play next month on the 12th. Yay. Yep, thank you for playing. I'm very excited for this dungeon. We haven't had a classic dungeon in a hot second. And I actually did plan this one out. There's traps. And I can neither confirm or deny there may or may not be a swinging axe trap.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm so excited. Let's Mission Impossible this bitch.
We gotta use the whirlwind shout to get past all three of them.
Yep. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.